Video. Obviously my plant has a personality of its own because it's really trying to have a moment right here, and it's not even like I'm really mad. I'm just very like snappy and fiery because I'm Aries. You know, life has to have its lows so that you can have the ups. It's like you're playing like a video game and there's all these like submissions. It's like submissions, like tiny missions, not submissions. The thing is, sometimes I react before I'm able to control the outburst. Dare I say I am addicted to social media because all I do is talk about myself. And I am trying to build up my confidence. So y'all are gonna see me for sure on this when I'm on my IG game. Low-key going to the club is weird and I got pushed in the club. Okay, I'll stop. It's bye. Hi guys, happy March 30th and welcome to another monthly recap, March recap. I'm so excited for this video. If you guys are new, hi, my name is Keiana. I do this series. I started it last month and I really liked making it, so I'm back here again for the March edition. Of course I had to do one for March because March was honestly just such a great month. You know, it had its ups and downs, but overall it was a solid, I would still give it a 10 because, you know, life has to have its lows so that you can have the ups. So I'm very excited to recap this month with you guys. As I did last month, I just did a big journal prompt session this morning on everything that happened in March, how I felt about March, my March recap, and I'm just gonna share with you guys what I journaled this morning. We're gonna talk through it. It's just a really chill, laid back vibes. So I'm happy to share this with you guys. If you guys are new and you want to stick around and subscribe, feel free to do so. Also, if you want to, you know, participate in, I guess, this series, feel free to like comment some of the things we're gonna talk about. Like I have this in sections, right? So I have like things I've learned and my favorite products and like just different fun sections. I basically I don't have a structure that I follow for each month. I have a structure that I follow for each specific month as I see fit. So yeah, with the categories I'm gonna go through, if you guys want to follow along and maybe share some of your favorite stuff or like answer some of the questions I'm gonna go through, feel free to do so. I think it would be really fun in that way as opposed to me just telling you guys things about me, because all I do is talk about myself. So yeah, let's jump into the video. Obviously my plant has a personality of its own because it's really trying to have a moment right here. All right, so themes this month. Where should I start? Month. March was definitely a month of socializing. You guys know this was a really big priority for me. Actually, I wrote goals last month and I haven't really looked on them since. I told y'all I'm really over the whole like very rigorous goal setting kind of thing. My March goals: hang out with friends more. I did that. Work more efficiently so it doesn't affect your personal time. I did this in some ways, but not really consistently, especially like last week. If you were watching the vlogs, or the week before, I think there was a week or two in March where I was just very behind on things and it was really stressing me out. I mean, I feel like I'm doing a lot better now than I was in the past, and I'm doing pretty well at managing that, considering the fact that I've now integrated going out and stuff like that into my life again. So not gonna be too hard on myself, but I really haven't tracked the process, so I'm really not sure. Save $600. Honestly, I'm not gonna front with you guys, I didn't save any money this month. It was my birthday. I spent a crap ton of money, and we're actually gonna talk about some of my favorite purchases from this month. But yeah, I spent a lot of money. I didn't save anything. Be less occupied with the lives of other people on social media. We're gonna talk about this in my reflection actually, but let's just say I didn't do well at that. Journal at least once a week. I did that. I definitely did that, probably multiple times. And I don't think I have it listed in my journal, but something I've been doing a lot is just like, instead of sitting down and writing out my journal stuff, I've just really been taking a lot of time to just sit and think. I feel like whenever I have empty time, I try to fill it with like watching a show or watching a YouTube video. I've really taken a lot of time to just sit and think and reflect in a way you would when you journal. So yeah, have a self-care day every week. I don't want to say I haven't done this because I haven't done it in the way of like where I pictured it being like a spa night kind of thing. But I've definitely been taking more days of the week where I just don't work after work, like, you know, client or YouTube or anything like that. And cutting down to one YouTube video a week has really helped with that, because before I really just didn't have time to relax. Every single day I had to work, especially if I wanted to have weekends off, I had to work every day till like 11 p.m. or so, and it just wasn't realistic. It wasn't sustainable, and it was really hurting my mental health. So I've had days off, but I really just prefer to use my self-care days to sleep and just rest or go to bed early, and that's self-care. So be more vulnerable, and not necessarily in a negative way. I think by that I meant share more, but not in like a venting kind of way. I find that, like, especially with friendships in your 20s, I've come to realize they're very transactional. Like, it's very rare that I have people opening up to me about like their dreams and their goals and their passions. I feel like when people open up to you, it's always kind of like complaining, but not really like they're draining, complaining. Just like, it's very rare that like I have at least my friends in my life telling me their goals, and vice versa. I feel like there are friends that I'll tell what's going wrong in my life, but I won't necessarily tell them what's going well in my life and like what I'm trying to pursue. I think some of them know that because, you know, I put my business on the internet, and yeah, but I feel like I have only 2, 3, 4 friends that I really have. I do have a lot of friends, I guess, but that I tell things to. I tell, honestly, anyone that I consider a friend, I tell my business to, because I'm very open in that way, and like I trust my friends, all of them, to be honest. So to continue on the point I was trying to make, yeah, I've been more vulnerable in like sharing like when I'm really not doing well, since I've come to realize a lot of people think I'm doing well very often, but I haven't really been sharing like the positives. I've just been sharing like what's really going on behind the scenes, you know? So I could do better for that in April, I guess. All right, guys, really quickly, we're gonna talk about the sponsor of today's video, which is Merit Beauty. Right now I have on a very like light makeup, so it's not that like, you know, but even when I did my birthday makeup, that was all Merit, guys. And they have new lipsticks. Let me find them. They came out with these 2 new lipsticks that are literally so stunning, so beautiful. Well, they didn't come out with 2, they came out with multiple shades, but I got 2 of them. I got Cabo and 1990, so 1990. This is like a brown, and I didn't think I would love it, but I got it just because, you know, I really don't even know. Oh, it just stained my tights. Anyways, this is stunning. I wore this my entire birthday weekend and it was beautiful. I got so many compliments. You can literally see how used it is. I wore this every single day. I didn't even wear the other one, I'm not gonna lie. The other one's really pretty too. I honestly got this one just to push me out my comfort zone. I don't usually wear red lipstick, but I want to start getting back into lipsticks. I don't know, I feel like it'll elevate my outfits. And I'm serious, guys, I'm trying to become an IG girl. So yeah, I usually pair these lipsticks with like any of their lip gloss shades. I have like 4 of them, and I honestly just throw them over the lipsticks as it works best. But yeah, the thing about Merit is that it's just a simple 5-minute process. You know, it's like a 5 or 7-step makeup routine. You just, you know, it's simple things: foundation, blush, highlight, mascara, brow mascara, and lip gloss lipstick. It's super easy, and I've actually built up my collection to get like a darker shade of foundation as like a contour stick, a lighter one for my concealer. So I'm really building this up and taking advantage of everything because it works. Like, people thought this weekend that my face was like fully glammed out. I didn't even know I would be able to do my makeup like that because I haven't done like a contour in a while, and I'm really happy their products were able to like work in that way. So feel free to like build it up as well. It's super easy to use. You know, the foundations, I love them. This is a concealer shade that I have. It's called Buff. And then for foundation I use Chestnut, and for contour I use Cacao or Cacao, I think. But yeah, if you guys don't like to hassle too much with makeup, feel free to try out Merit. I am a stan and a fan. All right, so let's move on to my morning brain dump that I did, kind of reflecting on my birthday. I know you guys are tired of me right now. Like, I've been talking about my birthday all month, but the thing about it is that, you know, what made this birthday very special is that, you know, it started off with me wanting to have a big girls trip to Aruba. That didn't really work out because honestly, the pandemic was just very depressing. Like, lockdown rules in Canada really made life very hard. It made it hard to plan things. It just made things more expensive. It really just burst my bubble. And you know, I wasn't gonna do anything, and then I said, okay, let me do a smaller girls trip. Let me go on a trip with my dad. Let me just go on a solo trip. You know, there were all these ideas to the point where I was just like, I don't want to do anything. And then I kind of just had a moment where I was like, if I stay home or if I just do a solo trip to a hotel or something, I'm gonna be depressed and sad and bitter. I would be cranky and grumpy, and I'm not gonna do that to myself, because I feel like me saying, oh, like I want to do a solo trip, it was really like a F everyone, I don't need anyone, I'm just gonna have time by myself, and the reality of it is that I like to be social. I don't want to be alone on my birthday. I've spent the past 2 birthdays alone. Actually, that's a lie. I hung out with like my friends, like a small group of friends for a paint and sip last year and at Dante, but like, you know I want to be around people. I like being around people on my birthdays, so it's like, why would I do that to myself? So being around my friends, you know, I had a great weekend. The birthday vlog with all my friends, you guys are gonna see this before that, but you know, you're gonna see it was a really good time. I was honestly the happiest I've probably been all year. I don't remember what last year was, but like, you know, I had a great time and I'm really happy I, you know, did all of that. I wore a really beautiful dress. You guys, I'm gonna insert the clip because honestly, if you follow me on Instagram, which you should, even though I barely post, but I'm about to become an Instagram girl, you would have seen that I looked freaking good. Period. You know, I think I asked in one of my last videos, I was like, do you guys like your birthday? And some people said they do, some people said they don't. And I think the very special thing about birthdays is you really just, you're surrounded by people that love you, whether that's 1 person or 2 persons, or, you know, even if it's not like you're getting this extensive amount of love, like you're being appreciated. And, you know, I just think that's positive vibes. I don't think there's anything to hate on for that. I think it's really just what you make it, because like I said, I could have had just as much of a crappy day as I did a great day. And it's sometimes you have to just like make that choice yourself. Obviously, if you're going through stuff, you know, things are kind of different. You can't just like shut down your feelings. And that's very true, you know, as someone that's anxious all the freaking time, it's like sometimes, you know, I'm around so many people and I can still feel so alone, but being alone is not gonna help that for me, at least, you know. I think I put myself in those like very lonely mindsets sometimes because I'm just, again, used to being so isolated here. I'm always working, so I'm just so used to being by myself working on something else for someone else, and it's just like I need that balance. So anyways, I'm just gonna leave that there. So other positives, observations, realizations that I, you know, experienced in March. First one, kind of going off with the birthday thing, but in other ways too, I feel like I'm getting back to my normal life and I'm really excited about that. With the restrictions lifted, I feel like there's this huge weight off my chest, and I just you know, I just feel lifted, you know? I feel free, I feel happy. Life just feels so much better than it did, especially in like January and February. Another thing I also started this month was meditating. I talked to you guys about how I was doing like a 30-day meditation challenge, and I was very clear in that it wasn't like a 30-day continuous meditation. It was just like observing how meditation affects me for 30 days. I think it's really helpful for me specifically as someone whose mind literally races faster than I can keep up with. It kind of forces me to slow down. And at first, you know, I started with the guided meditations because, you know, that's what everyone tells you might be the easiest way to get into it. But I feel like sometimes what's best for me is just to like, in the same way I was talking about at the start with the whole journaling and just sitting down and reflecting, lying down and just like emptying my mind for like 10 minutes, especially because of the type of job I do. Your mind is literally always stimulated. You're always thinking, you're always like, there's always just something to problem solve. And there's just, I feel like in life, like it's all just this big game of problem solving, like all these it's like you're playing like a video game and there are all these like submissions. It's like submissions, like tiny missions, not submissions. Anyways, so meditation in that way has helped. It's just a nice way to connect with myself because I don't give myself enough time to connect with myself. I have waves when I do, I have waves when I don't. I'm definitely in a phase where I don't. I feel like I try to escape all the things I'm going through a lot because it's just overwhelming sometimes. And sometimes I just feel like life is too fast paced to stop and like really just catch a breath, catch a sec and just reflect. But yeah, it's been really helpful. I don't force myself to do it, but I do it when I feel overwhelmed. The minute I feel like I'm about to like break down, like the other day at work, I just randomly started crying and there was nothing wrong. I was just overwhelmed. I just took a sec, breathed, sat down, closed my eyes and thought about things or thought about nothing. Ooh, a big observation I made this month. I'm really impatient and reactive. I think I have low-key, like very minor, but like I have anger issues or like I just get upset easily. And like it's not even like I get upset for a long time and it's not even like I'm really mad. I'm just very like snappy and fiery. because I'm Aries. It's kind of like annoying to me because the thing is, sometimes I react before I'm able to control the outburst, and especially when it affects people, like say I'm reactive to someone, I don't like being mean to people. I feel it, you know, like when I hurt someone's feelings, I feel like I'm hurting myself, you know, like I just don't like it. Maybe that's just guilt because I know it's not something I want to do, and I don't want to make people feel a certain way, you know. Even like facial expressions, I get very irritated so easily, and I think it's because my mind is just always in a rush. It's like I'm just always like, there's just always something in my mind to do, and when someone comes with like the foolishness, and not necessarily foolishness, but like let's just say even like when people are speaking, I tend to like cut people off sometimes when I'm having conversations with them. It's because my mind has already processed what they're gonna say and it's moved on. And just in that same kind of way, it's like if someone's taking long to get to the point, I'm just like, can you get to the next point? Can you do this? And I recognize that, but like it still happens, and like I'll cut them off and be like, oh, sorry, please go ahead, because it's like I'm trying to teach myself to like take it back, but I still do it, you know. So that's something I really want to work on in April. Other observations, I'm gonna actually make this one a whole video in itself. Low-key going to the club is weird. That's what I wrote. Guys, if I ever told you my club experiences in the past 2 weeks, we're gonna make a whole like wine chat video about it, or maybe I'll just include it in the wine chat that I want to film. But the club, I love the club and I hate the club, and I got pushed in the club. Okay, I'll stop. It was by a youth, and we'll stop. Another observation, I spent a shit ton of money. That's what I wrote. And another one, I still can't really get a grip on my social media usage. I don't really have much to say on that at this point, because it's like there's only one solution: to put the phone down. Simple as that, but yet it's so difficult, and I am just at a point where I don't know what to do. Dare I say I am addicted to social media, and it's not great. It's annoying. But anyways, highlights for March. My birthday, of course. I got a new TV. I didn't even show you guys. I have a new TV. I went to the Tame Impala concert. You guys know I was talking about that for a long time too. I bought myself flowers, I think 2 weeks ago, and they were so beautiful, and they just brought me so much peace. Seeing them in my apartment just made it so nice. And my living room is almost complete. I was supposed to get a TV stand for my TV, but it was too small, but I'm gonna get one sometime in April, so I'll show you guys how everything looks. I have a new night table, which is also a cute highlight. This came like 3 days ago. I saw my friends a lot. I went outside a lot because it's getting warm. We had a week of spring, and spring's kind of disappearing, because if I showed you guys outside right now, you'd see that it's bleak AF, but it's warmer than it was in December or January. I'm feeling pretty. I have this little ponytail going on, and it just makes me feel like I'm in my prime. I'm feeling like my best self. I started ceramics, which was really great. I found this coffee shop near my house. I think I found it in February, but I went a lot in March, especially before work. And walking to the coffee shop and just sitting down for a few minutes before work, as if I don't work a 9-to-5 job, just feels great, because it feels like you can actually have time for yourself before work and after work. And I've been really prioritizing that, so I've just been really loving that. All right, the final section for this video: favorite things I bought this month. First things first, hands down, that dress I had for my birthday, the nude one. Stunning. I'll insert a picture, because even if I hold it up, you guys aren't gonna get the gist, but it was beautiful. I got these loafers. Let me go get them. It's crazy that I'm calling this a favorite purchase, because I have not worn them anywhere yet, but tell me this isn't stunning. Tell me they aren't cute. And I told you guys, you're gonna see me back on my fashion game. You're gonna see me being a low-key IG influencer, because not really, but also, you know, I think I shit on IG because I just lack the confidence, is really what it is, and I am trying to build up my confidence. So y'all are gonna see me for sure on this when I'm on my IG game, but for now, and until I break these in, not yet. I got this Moody ceramics mug. It comes in on Friday, so 2 days from now, so I'll show you guys when it comes, but I'll insert a picture here. It's so pretty. It's handmade by this girl that lives in Montreal. It's so stunning. Perfume, this is stunning. This scent, I showed you guys in the last vlog. I bought it as like a birthday gift to myself, on top of the many other things I bought as a birthday gift, and it smells so good. I want to get the big one, but obviously I'll just wait till this finishes. I'm happy I got this in a travel size because it's portable. I highly recommend. It's called Born in Roma by Valentino. And final section, a Q&A. You guys asked me a few questions because I said I was gonna film a wine chat that I still have not yet filmed. I've outlined the wine chat, like grouped questions that are of a similar theme, but I haven't like filmed it yet. So these are the questions that would not fit into the theme of any of the wine chats. What are you excited for? Carnival. I'm Caribbean, I'm Jamaican if you guys don't know, and carnival season is coming back up for lots of countries. I think I'm going to Trinidad Carnival next year. I've paid for I've made a down payment, and I really wasn't going to talk about it on the vlog because, you know, I don't really want to put it out there in case I don't go, but I've paid for it, and the minute I pay for my flight, I'm gonna be locked into that for sure because that's money I'm not really gonna get back. But as far as I know now, going to Trinidad. Loki want to go to Jamaica or crop over for Barbados, so we'll see what happens. But I'm very excited for carnival season. What are you looking forward to? I'm trying to answer this in a way that's very different from what are you excited for, but I don't really know. A lot of my friends have birthdays between now and July, so I'm excited to see what we do, but I don't really have any plans. Shows you've been enjoying. Okay, that was the last question. I just finished watching Superstore. I finished watching, what's that show I've been watching? What's it called? Shit, I've been watching it for weeks. It's something like that. Oh, Modern Family. I finished that, I think, earlier in March. I also finished watching, or restarted, not restarted, but picked up from where I left off for Brooklyn Nine-Nine. That's my kind of vibe. The Office, you know, those kind of shows. So those are the recommendations for you, those 4 shows. And yeah, that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this month's monthly recap. I feel like I talked a lot and very rambly. That's how I talk in real life, guys, sorry. But I'm very all over the place. God bless my best friend Jaden, because I know she, like, I cut myself off. You know how I was saying I cut myself off or cut people off? I cut myself off, and a lot of the times I'll be talking to her, I cut myself off, like stop the sentence in the middle and just move on, and then I'll be like, oh, let me finish the point, because if I don't finish the point, then she won't get the next point. Or sometimes I'm just bored of that story because my brain has already processed the story and moved on. I'm weird. Anyways, if you guys liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to, if you aren't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Let me know in the comments some of your favorite purchases for this month, some things you're looking forward to, some goals that you have. Let me know what's going on in your life, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.